Hello, I'm Dr. Anadale, and in this video I will go over the main content of Part 5 of Plato's Apology. In Part 4, Socrates concluded his defense speech by asking the jury to spare his life for their own sakes, because he does them good and not harm. He compares himself to a gadfly, a stinging horsefly sent by the gods to stimulate the lazy city to its proper activity. In between parts 4 and 5, the jury deliberates and votes to convict Socrates. Part 5 is his speech during the penalty phase of the trial. In the Athenian justice system, both prosecutor and defendant propose a penalty, and the jury votes which one to impose. Melton asks the jury to impose the death sentence. In this speech, Socrates reacts to his conviction and proposes an alternate penalty. Socrates shocks the jury and us by essentially proposing no penalty at all. He says he should receive what he deserves, which is a reward for his faithful service to the god and to the people of Athens. He proposes that he should receive free meals in the Prytaneum as his sentence. The Prytaneum is a building where the city hosted feasts for athletes who returned victorious from the Olympic Games. As a reward for bringing honor to the city by their victory, they were fed at public expense. Socrates suggests that his philosophizing brings a similar benefit to the city, and therefore he deserves a similar reward. Now, this is outrageous as a serious proposal, and we must suspect Socrates means it ironically. Perhaps he is defying the jury's vote to convict, saying essentially, "I still know I'm innocent," and throwing it back in their faces. But here's another interpretation. Note how different Socrates' reasoning is from what yours or mine would be. Confronted with a possible death sentence, and given one chance to propose an alternative, you and I would think strategically. That is, in order to secure the best outcome for ourselves, we would think up a punishment that is severe enough to satisfy the jury, but not so harsh as death. Socrates refuses to think this way. He refuses to think strategically. Plato shows us a man who, even when faced with the judgment of death, reasons out his case according to objective standards of reason. He gives no concern for how to bring about the best outcome for himself or to save his life. He only thinks and talks about what the reality of the situation requires, as discovered by rational analysis. This is what I think Plato is teaching us here about Socrates. Not that he obnoxiously defies the jury, but that he refuses to be blackmailed or bullied into departing from his philosophical mindset, not even when his own life is at stake. At the very end of this speech, Socrates proposes a more legitimate penalty, 1 mina of silver, or about 4 months' wages for a physical laborer. He raises this amount to 30 minae on the credit of his friends in the audience. This fine, perhaps about $300,000 in our terms, is his final proposed penalty. This brings us to the end of Part 5 of the Apology. We will discuss Part 6 next. Goodbye.